dancing with the music on the RLD podcast.
Oh,
yeah,
yay.
podcast. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Is that the jingle?
I just remembered Johnny's challenge.
We forgot to work on that.
There it is, Johnny. Okay. You ready?
Hi.
You guys ready to hear one of the best sounds on the planet?
Hold on.
Get ready.
Let me get ready. Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
You know what that sound is, right?
That's the beautiful sound of a fridge cig. AKA
Cheers.
Diet Coke. This is not sponsored. Oh, gosh.
It's not sponsored, but I'm pretty sure Diet Coke fuels the industry.
Yeah, that and coffee.
Yep.
And energy drinks. I think there's a lot of people that drink energy drinks.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I think Diet Coke is like superior.
I mean, in our humble opinion, it's one of the best things ever.
Have you seen the towers of Diet Coke that have made it? We haven't had one at a wedding yet, but I've seen it on Instagram where they make like, instead of a cake, like, I mean, they have a cake, but
yeah.
Or instead of a champagne glass tower,
okay,
they make like a tower of ice cold Diet Cokes.
Oh man, that's the dream.
To all of our fellow couples out there that we get to work with, please do this. No, but for real, like when we see Diet Coke at a wedding, it's the best.
Yep. And whenever we have a break, we go and beg for Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome back, friends, to another episode.
Hello. We're here.
We're here. What a weird intro that was.
It was.
We're in a rare mood today.
Welcome.
Welcome. I think we're a little loopy because it's already May, so that means...
It's gonna be May.
That means wedding season is officially here. Got a wedding on Friday.
This week.
Mm-hmm.
It begins.
Yeah.
It starts.
It starts.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
It hasn't been slow by any means though. The last couple weeks have been really busy.
Yep.
We've been doing some fun projects.
Yep. Been doing a little out of the ordinary things.
Yeah.
But very fun and challenging.
Very fun. Stretches the creativity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much so. I've learned a lot of things actually. Once again, I'm never gonna hit that finish line. Like I feel like I'm just gonna continue learning things.
That's good.
Every time I go out and shoot, I feel like I learn something new. So
same. Sometimes I learn what not to do.
Yeah. Well, that's
part of learning, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we got to work a little bit on a big project for. I say a little bit on a big project, but worked a lot of bit on a big project.
A lot of bit.
For Groove Nation.
Yeah.
Last week. I don't even remember. But it's part of their trailer and their promotional material for their summer showcase, and it's going to be epic.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
We'll be sure to share stuff when it comes time.
Yeah.
As they roll things out, and I'm assuming they'll tag us or we'll share it too, or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
we will.
Yeah.
But they always take us because they're wonderful.
Yep.
Yep. And then
they're really good.
You've been doing lots of shoots.
Lots of shoots.
Lots of shoots. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. It's going to be a day. I'm so glad you're here and hanging out with us anyways.
Yeah. Hang in there.
Hang in.
There is something that we're going to talk about today.
We do have a plan. We're doing our catch-up first. Sometimes
you'll get us in our loopy moods.
It's usually when we haven't been getting much sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yes. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Lots of shoots. You've been doing lots of shoots. Yes. I had an epic shoot last night.
Yeah. Are you going to share the Meta glasses?
I think so.
Clips? Yeah.
I think I will. That was pretty fun.
So I don't know if we've mentioned this, but Michaela got us some Meta glasses for the family, quote unquote, the family for Christmas. And we've taken them to a couple things. Like took them to the Comic-Con thing.
Yeah.
And that was fun. But I think you got them with the intention of kind of using them for BTS stuff. Like, or I guess in addition or whatever. But it's kind of a cool no hands option.
Yeah.
For
like our
POV,
point of view. Yep.
POV BTS. POV BTS.
Wow.
POV BTS.
Look at you. Yeah. So it's been, since Christmas, we've had them and I haven't used them.
Yeah. So you took them to the gorge on a beautiful night with
a
beautiful couple. And yeah, you should share those on our Instagram.
I probably will.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
She couldn't wait to show me the photos, even straight out of camera. They're just like, it looks like a movie poster.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. We went to the Mitchell Point Tunnel, which I don't know when they opened it. I don't think not too long ago. But it's this cool tunnel they carved into the side of one of the cliffs in the gorge. And oh man, it's just really neat. I haven't been yet. And so that was a fun adventure. Thank you to Caitlin and Alex for adventuring with me.
Caitlin and Alex.
Woohoo.
Shout out.
They're wonderful. We hit up a bunch of different spots in the gorge and it was just perfect weather. It was a little windy, but if you've ever been out there, you know, it
comes with the territory.
The trade-off. If you want the view, you have to have the wind.
Yeah.
I'm actually headed back out there tonight, but it's Rowena Crest.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed every time I've gone out there. It's just breathtaking, the views.
Yeah. It never gets old. I'm always like, wait, we live here?
Yeah. Because how long does it take you to drive out there?
It's about, I think it's just under 2 hours.
Okay.
Maybe an hour. Oh, I'm sorry. It depends on what time of day. Like an hour and a half to get out there when there's no traffic. But
I mean, still, like just driving in an hour and a half to get to a place like this, which potentially at some angles looks like you're not even in the U.S. anymore.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Washington and Oregon are so diverse. Like you're almost to desert territory out there. Like you're right on the edge of when it turns into like the desert of the Pacific Northwest, which you never hear about.
Yeah.
But it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. It's worth the drive.
Worth the drive. Okay. Today, we wanted to, this is kind of a fun one actually, when we were even talking about this, but we wanted to talk about, in our experience, some of our favorite wedding tradition alternatives.
Yes.
So obviously there's a lot of traditions that we have in, you know, our traditional weddings and stuff like that, as far as things that you do throughout the day and stuff. And so, but we just wanted to tackle or talk about some of our favorite, historically, some of our favorite alternatives to those things that we've seen. And obviously we love all the traditions and everything. We're big tradition people. I think we've said that before on our podcast, but just us personally, we love traditions, but
like disclaimer. We've learned that like not all traditions are for everybody. And I love that couples are embracing that more and more. Like they're just really doing what they want to do instead of like, oh, I have to do this because it's what's been done for hundreds of years. And I'm like, well, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Because why? But also,
I mean, there's different, like you said, there's different aspects to it. If it's a family tradition.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that your parents have done, they're, you know, all.
Exactly.
Like that's the stuff you want to do. Like that's the epic stuff. But when it comes to if there's no expectations and you want to be outside of the box or whatever, or something that's more personal to you, then there are options.
Yeah.
And so we've been fortunate enough to be a part of a couple things that people have done.
Yes.
That are really cool.
And we were trying to think of a list of some of our favorites, and I'm sure there are so many that will come to us later. So we might have to do another like episode 2 of this eventually, but these were the ones that came to mind right out the gate.
Yeah. Which one do you want to start on? Because there's a bunch of them, and I didn't really put them into like categories or anything. It's just a list.
But we'll just go down the list.
Okay.
So one of my favorite things that is becoming a little bit more, I almost said normal. That's the wrong word, but like a little more common. There you go. We're seeing it more and more is when people have their wedding party. So their groomsmen and bridesmaids, they have them sit instead of stand up front with them during the ceremony. Yes.
Standing ovation. Love that one.
We love this idea for so many reasons.
Yep.
Do you want me to tell my favorite reasons? I mean, they're probably the same.
Yeah, they're probably all the same.
There's a lot of logistical reasons that are nice. You know, just it opens it up for us to be able to see the couple a lot more. There's, especially for video, you can speak to that. And like when you have a tripod shot or something, you're setting your cameras before anybody's up there. So
yeah. Trying to keep in mind where people are going to be standing, but it's not always where you think they are.
Yep, it's kind of a guess. Yep. So sometimes, especially if there's a large party, there'll be somebody in the way of that shot or whatever. So even just logistically, it's nice. It allows more angles and more, like you're not.
I try my very best to just set things up, and then I don't have to move things around because I hate being a distraction during ceremonies. I like to be as invisible as possible as much as I can.
Yes.
But yeah. So.
Well, and it gives more space for the processional, which is when everybody is walking down the aisle in the beginning. Mm-hmm. When there's, especially if it's a smaller area for the ceremony and there's a photographer and videographer up front, like oftentimes we're blocking the view of the wedding party, or we're like sitting in family members' laps almost. It feels like we're so squished up there. Yeah. And so when there's not all those bodies standing up there, it's helpful.
Well, and when they come down and then they have to walk to their spots after they get to the front of the aisle, like I always feel like I'm in the way.
Yep,
so
always.
I'm trying to dance around, but I'm also trying to get, footage of the next person walking down, I'm trying to, so it's really nice when they can walk up and then just take their seats.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a whole, like that part of the day is probably one of the most stressful parts of the day. And that's a whole nother episode.
100%.
But like, it's so much happening all at once for us. So yes, anything to kind of cut down that stress factor is great. Plus it just allows us to not be in the way as much. We're not blocking views of people and all of that jazz. So yay for that.
Yeah.
The other side, the flip side of the coin is the wedding party can actually see the couple.
Yes.
They're not staring at the back of the head of the person next to them,
Yep.
So they can watch their best friends get married instead of just kind of side watching.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful for them.
Yep.
So it kind of just clears distractions, clears blocked views. It's a win all around, I feel like.
Yeah, and they don't have everybody just like staring up at them, so they feel less awkward. They can enjoy it more overall.
Yeah.
I think it's a plus. The plus is all around for that.
Yes. Now we did see, I think we mentioned this in a previous episode, where some people are having their wedding party sit on the inside of the aisle instead of like the front row or something, which is just a plus. Yeah. Because then they are the ones that are in all of the photos when the couple is walking down the aisle, and they can, first of all, they match the colors. They're dressed in not obnoxious colors, and they can like celebrate and be proper facial expressions. Yep. So yes to having a different spot for your wedding party to sit.
Yep.
I almost said stand, but no, sit during the ceremony.
Yeah. I do not see a negative to that one at all. Like
Yes.
I really have liked that one a lot. Obviously I understand having, the tradition is you have them standing up there with you because it's an honor, and, and everything. And so, and that's the tradition.
And everybody's, for all of these, every wedding is different. Every couple, all the dynamics are different. So for some people, they might feel more comfortable with their bestie standing next to them. Mm-hmm. Like maybe they're an introvert and they're like, I don't want all eyes on just me, so maybe that's helpful.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's my favorite when they're not. So
I thought of another one within that kind of realm. When the couple are standing up there, typically, I guess this is more for the family and friends who are there for a specific person, either the bride or the groom or whatever of the couple. They typically sit on the side that they're standing on.
Right.
That's the tradition.
Right.
What I love is when they switch that.
Yes.
And so the person is standing on one side, and then the family and friends of that are there for that specific person sit on the other side.
Yeah.
So that person during the ceremony can just look right there and see all the people that they love and care about that are there for them.
Yes.
Opposed to them being kind of behind them more so they can't see them, and stuff like that. And then vice versa.
Yes.
The people can't really see their face or anything like that. So
I love that so much.
yeah, I like that one too.
Then you can just see them out of the corner of your eye even. You don't have to turn your head all the way around if you're up at the altar or whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. Also, side note, it is helpful to communicate this ahead of time to your photo video team. Like, hey, the groom's going to be on this side.
Oh,
the
yeah.
bride's going to be on this side.
Yeah, good point.
Because
that's helpful.
It helps us set up the shot, where we're going to stand and whatnot. So,
yeah.
I mean, we're ready to roll with it, but we like to be prepared. So, yeah.
I mean, typically they'll have done a walkthrough or run through or whatever it's called, rehearsal. And so they'll know which side they're standing on.
Yes. But we won't unless they tell us.
Well, and the reason I say that is because I suppose I could ask you guys ahead of time, but you don't always know.
Yeah.
So that's not really helpful to anybody. But yeah, it's just something I forget about with all the chaos of running around doing everything. And then finally it's time to set up and they're like, and then I'm scrambling. So I don't know which side the groom is standing on, so. And
and they don't always stand on the same side. They flip it depending on a bunch of different things. So, that's my little side note. I suppose we could actually segue this into another one that's further down the list. So this isn't in order.
Yeah, we can just hit the ceremony ones.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. So sometimes people set up the ceremony seating in a completely different way. So it's not the traditional, two sides, the aisles in the middle, there's two sets of rows of chairs or whatever, but they do it either in like a circle, which is really cool, and the couple's in the middle, or they will set it up with the aisle in the middle and the two sets of chairs. You guys can't see me, but I'm totally doing the hand motions of this. And then the officiant will stand in the aisle so that the couple faces the officiant. So then they can see their faces, not the back of their heads, the whole ceremony. That's another alternative to that.
Yeah.
There's also something called the runway style where the chairs, instead of facing the front, are turned sideways. So the aisle is like a runway. Think of like a fashion
show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And some people do like a little side angle so that they're facing the runway, but they also don't have to turn their head to look forward or whatever.
Yeah. Those are fun things.
All of these are fun things.
Yeah.
The circle one is really fun.
Yeah, I like that.
It just feels way more almost symbolic. Like you have your people surrounding you.
Yeah, 100%.
In this moment that's so pivotal,
Yeah, I love that.
So, I don't know. It just provides for a lot of different visuals and different emotions.
You know what you should do?
What?
Do the circle and just put the couple on like a lazy Susan that's just spinning the whole time.
Yeah, nothing wrong could happen with that.
Oh, gosh. I can just picture that.
Oh, no.
Just turning slowly the whole time.
This is called the Lazy Susan wedding. Yeah. So all of those are fun. We don't see them too often because obviously you have to have this space to do a circular formation. But when we do, they're really cool.
Yes. Granny flower girls.
I love the granny flower girls so much.
Me too. It's really sweet. It's so cute.
So precious.
And they take it very seriously too.
They do. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yep.
So if you don't have, or maybe you do have little girls that you could do flower girls, but you're fortunate enough to have your grandmas around.
Mm-hmm.
Having them be your flower girls.
Yep.
Man, that's something special.
Yeah. Yeah. I every time it just brings so much joy.
It does.
To have them do it.
And it's fun to watch them kind of embrace their inner child a little bit, you know, like just kind of let loose and they do take it seriously in like a joyful way.
Oh,
I love
a great way. Yeah. The best way.
Love it.
Yep. And then there's also, of course, the flower dudes.
The flower dudes is great too.
Which is just so much fun.
We've seen a few of those that have been pretty epic.
Yeah, the fanny pack.
Yes.
The sunglasses.
And they just like...
the dance, the song and everything. It's all choreographed or whatever.
Like
just
spirit fingers.
A great time. Yep.
We've even had some that have handed out beer too. Like,
oh, that's right.
They toss the flowers and then they pull out a beer and hand that to somebody and then like just whatever. Just, get creative with it.
Yeah.
Like these roles for processional, like I think people get lost in the tradition of it. They don't even really give it much thought. But the whole idea is to build anticipation for when the bride comes down, right? To make it so that it's not just like a 2-second thing.
Right. Make it memorable.
Yeah. And so even the wedding party, like you guys don't have to walk down like you're terrified and you can't get there fast enough.
Yeah,
or
have fun with it.
You don't have to walk down with like serious faces. We see that a lot where it's like, wait, what kind of celebration is this? Because they're just so serious. Like you can smile, you can look around, you can dance a little bit, you can have fun with it. And some of my favorite weddings are when they get into it a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
So
it makes it so much more fun.
Yeah. And it lightens the mood and
it
helps with the nerves, you know.
Does.
So
it helps the audience too, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Because that kind of sets the tone, If they see everybody else like in the wedding party having fun, then they can cheer more during the ceremony, during moments, and especially at the end and stuff like that. And I love that so much more.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a joyful
Exactly.
thing,
This is a joyous celebration.
Joyous celebration.
Like, celebrate.
Yeah.
So when the flower dudes really get into it, I love that so much.
And then they have their own song that they're walking down to specifically for them. That's
super fun.
I love that. Custom ceremony unity.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because you brought up a good one that you remembered.
Yeah, so like back in the day, it used to be Unity Candle. Like that was it. I think that was our wedding. We did that.
Yep.
And that's cool. It's very symbolic. Mm-hmm. We've seen lots of sand. That was like huge for a long time. Still is. Mm-hmm. And we've seen tree planting. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yep.
Probably the most memorable to date was one of our couples had a sandwich making ceremony.
They built a sandwich.
They built a sandwich and then took a bite. It was amazing.
Because they love sandwiches.
And it was just so them. And
like Joey from Friends.
Yes, it wasn't even a PBJ. It was like a full on like
deli.
All like nice rustic bread, all the meat, all the toppings, like the whole thing, and they had to work together. The whole idea is doing something together, right? Mm-hmm. Where you're figuring out how to be a team
Yep.
And it was so great and different.
Great.
And I just love that they were true to themselves. So
yeah, it was great.
Yeah, you can do anything. We've had couples do paintings before. That was pretty cool. Like there's just a lot of options out there. But the sandwich, that will live forever in my memory, I think.
Yeah. And then we got to have sandwiches later.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
Because it made me hungry for a sandwich when I saw him doing that. So I'm glad. Oh, man. So those are kind of ceremony specific ones. Let's talk about like the reception kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because we have a couple things for that. We can just do that top one because that's one that you've been advocating for more often.
Okay, so one of my current favorite ways to do photos in reception, instead of like a receiving line, which is the very traditional form of getting a photo with everybody, right? Or sometimes that's right out of the ceremony or it's in the reception.
Yeah.
I mean, again, no shame to any traditions. They're very cool.
No, we like traditions.
Yes. But it's difficult to get good photos of that. And it's kind of long and boring, in my humble opinion. So the fun...
Very formal. And
it's so formal. Yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, for some settings that works great. And for a lot of people that works great. It might translate better on video because you're getting like the greetings of everybody. But on photo, it can be awkward. So I love this new version. It might not be super new, but it's new to me. It's like a photo dash, but instead of the couple going to every table, the tables or groups come to them. And we've seen this done a few ways. It kind of depends on the crowd. It depends on their energy, you know, their mobility, all of these things. It depends on the setup in the room. But I don't know about you, but getting a shot of a group at a round table is really difficult. Somebody's always like has their head awkwardly turned around, their shoulders in the way. The people on the other side of their table are like really little because it's just awkward. And so it's just much more fun. And the guests never mind like getting up. They're like, they dressed up, they're there, they want it to be nice, you know, so they don't mind at all. So the two ways that I've loved doing it is if they're a really high energy crowd, you make it a game. And this requires some help from an MC or the DJ. But you basically announce that we're doing table photos. The bride and groom are going to stand here, whether it's in front of their table or it's on the dance floor. And we have one song and we got to get through all the tables. Can we do it? You know? And so it's like a race almost. And they call out, table one, go. You know, and they race up and we take a photo really quick. And then...
like a fun photo.
They're not like all fixing their hair. They're like diving in front of the couple and just like jumping up in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we try to get through all this tables in the song. And it's so fun. It's such a like high energy. It's interactive, and the photos turn out really fun.
So fun. Yeah.
So that's one way we've done it. Then the modified version is having a backdrop or a place for the couple to sit, and then basically just forming a line. And you set more like 10 minutes and be like, okay, now it's photo time for everybody who wants a photo. We're going to come through. And they don't necessarily go by table. It's more like by family groupings or whatever. But
that's kind of receiving line-esque.
Yeah. It's like a hybrid, I guess. But it looks very nice. And it's more of less of a awkward hug photos and more of like a picture they'll want. So.
I imagine the fun photo dash one would be a good way to release them to like a buffet or something like that. So I'm imagining...
We have done that,
I'm imagining their big entrance, you know, super fun party entrance kind of a thing. And then the master of ceremonies, you know, gets everybody's attention. And then somebody will have played it up for the bride and groom. So as soon as the photo dash is done, they can just go to their seat and start eating while everybody else is going through the buffet. You have all that time. where everybody is eating, and then that moves into like toasts or something like that, and then immediately following that, you can do your dances and stuff like that.
Love it.
I like that.
It flows very nicely. Yeah. The key is...
And that encourages people to get up and go do it so that they can go to the buffet, right?
Yep, exactly. The key is to keep it moving. Yeah. So like for the couple, just know that like this is not the time to talk to people. Right. Like you can do that later. Yeah. You're just literally having them come up, get their photo. You could say hi, but like... Yeah. Well, they want to talk. They want to talk every time.
And that kind of would work itself out, because when the photo dash is done, the couple could just go eat. Yeah. And then it'll take a while for everybody else to get through the buffet. And then the couple can walk around, say hi to everybody as they're eating. And it's nice, chill, low key. You know, there's nothing pending. There's nothing going on, all that kind of stuff.
Win-win.
Win-win.
Win-win-win.
Win-win-win.
I love it. It's so good.
Speaking of food.
Okay.
There's a lot of venues that we work that are like nice, fancy, plated meals, stuff like that. Obviously there's a place for that, you know.
Yeah. You want a nice meal.
I think for us personally, we're much more down to earth, like, you know, average Joes. And so some of our favorite alternatives have been to lean into that a little bit more. So do like a pizza bar.
Yes.
Or, you know, catering Chick-fil-A or, you know, something like that. That's a little just more like, we know who our people are, you know, kind of a thing. And I've never seen a pizza bar that I didn't love. You know, I've never seen Chick-fil-A at something like the birthday party we were just at and been like, oh man, Chick-fil-A again. You know,
it's like a treat.
Yeah, it's like I see it. I'm like, yes,
Chick-fil-A.
Yes,
yay! It's the best thing ever.
Just that kind of stuff.
Absolutely, like, it's like a fun. You know, you wouldn't think of it for a wedding necessarily, but if you love it, especially, like, why wouldn't you want that at your big party? You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have even noticed, like, within the catering, people have kind of steered away from the more formal, like, I mean, they still do it, but like prime rib and all that kind of stuff. They've gone more towards like the tacos or like mac and cheese with pulled pork, you know, like just a little more casual, more like realistically, this is what people like to eat, right? I mean, so yep, I love that. But yes, we did a wedding once that was all Chick-fil-A. Shout out, guys. You know who you are. We love you. And it was so great. Loved it.
So great. Another one that I have come to love, I haven't done too many of them, but I've done a couple of them now, are brunch weddings.
Oh, yes.
So earlier in the day, and then it's like the food again. I'm talking all about food, but it's
I'm getting hungry now.
It's like a brunch spread, you know?
Yeah.
But the whole vibe of brunch weddings is such a different. There's much less. I can't talk. There's a lot less pressure overall, like, and it's a lot slower paced and everything. Yeah. And to me, it's just overall more enjoyable, and it feels more intimate with you and your family and friends. Sure. Like there's more time to be together. You know, it lends itself to good connection, like intentionality and connecting and stuff like that. Because once again, how many opportunities do you get in your life where all these people are coming together all in one place? Which
is a good point, because if you know your friends and family and you know they're not big dancers or they're not like a party the night away group, a brunch wedding would be amazing for you because granted, you have to get up very early, but it is just so much more of a intentional like conversations and just more time to be together that way. Yeah. And then the food is awesome. Yep. And they have like coffee bar instead of, you know, open bar and like mimosas and those kinds of things. You know, it's really, really sweet.
Yeah.
We
Like
love them.
those mobile coffee bar truck kind of things can come in or whatever. Like, yeah, there's nothing bad about it in my mind.
The only thing is the bride having to get up at like 3 a.m.
That's true.
But
that's true.
Other than that, you have plenty of time for a nap afterwards.
That's right. Yeah. Go take a nap with your new husband.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
On that note, weekday weddings.
Okay, I adore weekday weddings.
Me too.
We didn't really have them before the whole like post-pandemic wave. There was a time there after everything opened back up that we had all these reschedules. So we had weddings on every day of the week, like Mondays. Yep, we have a couple of those.
Wednesdays.
Yep. Like actually,
like I think one of these brunch weddings was on a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah,
so because venues were having to pack them in to get them all in that year. It's like, okay, we'll do one in the morning and we'll do one at night. You know, so on every day.
Right.
Wow, what a crazy time for venues. But
yeah.
But what I loved about it, and what I still love when we get them, and we do get them more than we used to because of this. Like I think people realize it's so much more intentional, just like you were saying. Like, you have the people who are really close to you, who are like in your corner, they're going to be there.
Yep.
Like, they're going to be very intentional. They're going to take the time off. They're going to be there on that day.
Yep.
And it's not going to be like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I got invited to a wedding. I might go, I might not. You know what I mean? Like, that happens, sadly. Yeah. But so they may be more intimate, a little bit smaller, but they're very special in that way. And I don't know, there's just something about it.
Yeah. And on a practical side, often you'll get a much better rate.
100%. That and the brunch. A weekday brunch is like a win-win-win.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That one was like all the things.
The only other thing is the sunset.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's okay.
And I mean, for us personally, for what we do.
Yeah.
If you were to hire us and you wanted to do kind of a brunch wedding feel or vibe, because that's your family and friends, that's your whole vibe. And then you wanted to schedule like a sunset session with us, like on a different day or something like that, or even that same day, like later in the day. And it's just, we disappear after the wedding and festivities and everything for a while.
Oh my gosh.
And just end your evening doing like an epic, sunset session or something like that. And then you can run off into the sunset together. And
genius.
Like, what's to say we can't do that?
There's no reason we couldn't.
There's no rules.
And you wouldn't be pressed for time for that.
You wouldn't be pressed for time.
And on a weekday, you could go wherever. It wouldn't be crowded.
Yeah, there you go. Oh. Another plus. Look at this. We're coming up with new ideas. I love it.
But yeah, don't be scared of those off days. Those are really special.
I like this. I'm going to do this bottom one.
Okay.
We talked about, first dances.
Yeah.
Obviously a very classic, traditional thing that everybody does.
Love a first dance.
The alternative would be to reverse the order.
Yes.
So what we mean by that is traditionally, it'll be the couple does their first dance first, and then it's father-daughter, and then it's mother-son.
Yeah.
And then it moves into like the anniversary or something like that, which we're going to hit that too. But to reverse the order almost creates more emphasis on the couple's dance. And it also lends itself to add more emphasis to the moment with the father-daughter, kind of moment. It's like, it almost makes more sense in my mind, like the significance of leading to that, right?
Like symbolically.
Exactly. Yeah. It's more symbolic. So, the father, spending time with his daughter first, and that represents the time that they spent together of her growing up, and becoming a young woman and all that kind of stuff. And just, I mean, personally, as a girl dad, I'm going to enjoy that time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be a bawling baby, crying mess.
You actually will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then same thing for mom
Yep.
and son. Like, that's just a special time, a special moment. And then imagine, here's another thing. Imagine them after those two dances, and then the father of the bride and the mom of the son together take their hands together and like bring them together for their first dance together. Like,
Sweet.
How significant and special that would be. See, you guys got to ask us.
Right? Why don't they ask us these things? We have good ideas, right?
But yeah, then it just adds more emphasis, and it's kind of the grand finale of the first dances. And then from there, you move into a reverse anniversary dance.
Yes. Typically in an anniversary dance, we start with everybody on the dance floor,
Right.
and then they peel off. Like, if you've only been married 4 hours,
Right.
then go away.
Yeah.
I was thinking we would start with the oldest and then keep going, but that doesn't make sense.
No.
So, like, if you've been married more than 5 years, come and join us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then everybody's out there,
Yeah.
and then you can do a group photo
Yeah.
and then keep dancing.
Boom.
Yeah.
Love
Rather
that.
than remove people from the floor, bring them to them.
Right.
But there is one situation where I think that it might not come straight out of the first dance. And
Sure.
that is if you move the first dance to a special location.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Because the first dance for the couple, usually, we see more and more that they're choreographing stuff, or at least taking some sort of lesson. Like, they've worked on it.
Yeah.
right?
I really enjoyed that.
It's really special. And so it's really cool when they can have that be a separate moment. So, like, again, all dynamics are different. Like, maybe they're not doing all these things so that, it can be separate. But when it's in a separate spot, there's some venues that lend to this really well.
Mhm.
Then it not only gives them like more space, so they're not like crammed in between tables or just on a smaller dance floor,
Yeah.
but it also creates a different background, or it creates, I love it personally when their friends and family are like standing in the background watching them, and you can see their facial expressions, as long as they're not just talking or looking at their phone. We've talked about that before, facials, guys, being in the moment. But it's really cool when you can see them seeing the couple.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know. We've had a few of these, and it's been so special, and it feels more intentional,
Yeah.
less like a formality,
Yeah.
and more like let's just really enjoy watching our friends have this moment together.
Yeah. The Orchard
Oh, the orchard.
came to my mind immediately, because that has like a separate dance floor that's kind of away from the covered reception area where they would sit down and eat and everything. And later on where they danced with the live band, which is another thing I'm going to touch on. But right behind them, because it was like sunset when they started when they were doing their first dance. And then just giant picturesque Mount Hood right behind them. And it was epic.
So good.
It was Greg and Sarah. And they were out there on the dance floor, and
Love those guys.
And they had their kids there, which eventually joined them in their first dance, which is like,
like I'm a puddle. I'm done.
Gets my heart. And that's, I think we mentioned it when we were preparing for this, but that's venue specific. Sometimes there's just not another place, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Another place that came to mind was St. John's Inn.
Yeah.
Where, that's for a very small number of people, but the weather was beautiful that night. And so they came outside in the back and danced in front of the inn, which is a beautiful old kind of historic
so pretty
place. And so it was, but my favorite part was not just the house, but there's a staircase, and then there's a whole patio, like back patio deck that wraps around the back of the house and everything. And all of their family and friends were standing on there watching them do their first dance. And it was just really special. So I loved that.
And so here's a challenge or a little push to other fellow photographers, videographers. Like, if you see something at a venue where you're like, I really wish I could have them dance here instead of there, it's worth asking the coordinator or the DJ and the DJ, both, whoever's playing audio, like, if it's possible to move them. Like, because there's been a few times, like that one, I think and Brittany was great. She's amazing. She's like, where should we have them dance? Because inside there wasn't a lot of space, but like collaborating, working together and being like, where would be the coolest spot? Yeah. You know, like it's worth asking, or like seeing if you can make a vision come to life, you know, because sometimes it just really changes the whole thing. And sometimes it's not logistically possible, and that's fine. Like, you just roll with it. But that's a place. There's been some other locations where I know we've asked if we can move the couple just right outside this spot and have everybody circle them, or and it's worked so well. Yeah. Usually that's a lighting thing, or it's like they need more space, we need more space, or something like that. Yeah, I think, and another thing is just like utilizing the beautiful surroundings. I mean, it's part of the reason that they find these places because of the views and stuff like that. And so, like, exactly, if you can capitalize on that, you know, especially for the bigger special moments like that, then you should. Yeah. Like, speaking of Greg and Sarah's wedding, they had a great live band that day. They did. And I mean, I will always advocate for a good DJ, because we know some of the very best DJs in the industry. Yep. And they are invaluable, especially if they take their role as like master of ceremonies. Like Zach is top tier. He's great. And he's just like as good as it gets for that and everything. Yeah, we've worked with a lot of really great ones too. Yeah. But a couple of the weddings that we've done, like Greg and Sarah's, they had a live band. Yes. And that just adds a whole different kind of vibe and feel to the reception and the dancing time and everything. Yes. And it's just like, it's super fun. And shout out to Blue Wave Band. Is that who it was? Okay, Blue Wave Band. Yeah, they were great. They're so good. Yeah. And they have a few teams that can do, you know, different styles and whatnot. And there's a few others that I think we've worked with, but they had so many different types of instruments and stuff. I think it was really cool. Yeah. It was, and they were also a master of ceremonies. Yeah. They were able to do both, which was great. Yeah. Yeah, they did well. And then Jesse Lee Band was great in that huge venue. For Hannah's wedding. Yeah. John Ross Music. Oh yeah. They do both. They're like a hybrid. They're fantastic. Well, and that's what I was gonna say. Like, in a perfect world, if you could have some sort of hybrid, you know, kind of thing, like take a live music break or something like that. Yeah. And, you know, kind of mix it up with whatever. But you know, it's just something that's a little different and everything. It's pretty cool. I loved it. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Let's go back into food. Okay. Desserts. Okay, yeah, that's a whole different stomach, right? Yeah. Yes, that's right. Isn't that what the saying is? Yeah, that's right. That's what I always say. Oh, yes. Okay, so cake is the long-standing tradition, but do you know a lot of people who just love cake? Like, I mean, sure, we like cupcakes and whatnot. We like it. Yeah. But if it was your top dessert to pick. No. Yeah, it's not something that I'm grabbing for. Yeah. I mean, you still have to have some cake most of the time. Yeah. But having these options like to add in that we've been seeing has been awesome, because some people aren't cake people. Yeah. And that's no offense to the cake artists because what you guys do is crazy,
yeah.
mad skills.
No, I will always eat cake.
Yes, you will.
You're actually talking to the wrong guy.
I am.
I love cake. Every time we have a birthday or something like that, I'm usually the one that's polishing off.
It's true.
The rest of the cake or whatever.
I think I'd rather have pie.
Yeah.
Over cake.
Yeah.
Just a preference, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But people are doing that now.
Yeah.
Like you can have pie.
Yeah. I think what we're referring to though is not the wedding cake.
No, that's still like the tradition part.
Yeah. It's the dessert, quote unquote, that you have available for everybody else.
Yeah.
So outside the norm of like the normal, cupcakes or whatever, or plated cake or something like that. But one of my favorite traditions, or not tradition, but favorite things that we've seen last wedding season was the ice cream truck.
Yes.
That showed up.
Yes.
And that was Candace and Karma's wedding.
I loved that wedding.
The Abernathy Center.
Yes.
And I don't know if I knew that was showing up. Did we know that was showing up?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I saw it driving in on the drive, and I grabbed my camera so fast. I'm like, I was so excited because ice cream is definitely a go-to.
It is, yeah. Yeah, we've had a few, like ice cream can be tricky in the summer because,
Sure.
But when it's on a cart or a truck like that, like it just makes it an experience too. It's not just a dessert.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
Seen some really cool dessert bars or candy bars, or we have Marsh and Mallow doing the s'mores.
Yep.
So good.
I know.
And they make you like gourmet, custom, fresh made s'mores right there.
Yeah. Yep.
So good.
So good.
But the ice cream is really fun.
Yeah. And the donut walls are always kind of fun.
Those are fun.
Yeah. Yeah. That ice cream truck was pretty awesome. And the girls running it were really sweet too. And they were a lot of fun. You had late night snacks on the dance floor.
Okay. I love this trend. I hope it stays forever. There are some caterers and venues that will do this where, an hour or two into dancing, they bring out a new wave of snacks.
Yeah.
And it's smart because usually that's when the bar is still open. So you just want to help keep everybody safe.
Yep.
So just keep feeding them.
That's right. That's right.
And so
something new to absorb the alcohol.
Exactly. So it's usually, towards the end, last hour or something like that. And we've seen pizza. We've seen
cereal bars.
We've seen so many different fun things. Nachos. It's hard. You don't want it to be too messy, but pizza is a good one.
Yeah.
Little sliders or French fries or, just something that's a snacky thing.
Yep.
And I love that.
Yeah. Tater tots.
Yes. As long as people don't fill their pockets.
Yeah, you can get a pocket full of tots.
Yeah. I love it. We saw something on Instagram the other day. There's a guy had a milk and cookies
yes.
Set up. He was imagine if you're at a baseball game and somebody's got the tray and they're going around, with their cotton candy or popcorn. It was like that, kind of a tray, but it was milk and cookies.
Yep.
It was so cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Somebody do that, please.
Yeah, it was.
That's a perfect late night snack.
Yeah, it was great. Cookies, get your cookies out on the dance floor.
Love it.
So fun. The last one that I had on our list is the farewell, because now we've seen sparklers is quite, a normal tradition that people do or whatever.
Yeah.
But, and I don't know. I was trying to remember if we've actually accomplished this yet or not, but we had an idea. Oh, I know what I was thinking of. It was one of the weddings we did. It was a few years ago now I think, but it was a piece that we had talked about that we wanted to include into their video because they loved the movie is it Pride and Prejudice? And they wanted to recreate a scene from that movie in their wedding film. And so they kind of explained it to us and everything. And so what we ended up doing is circling all of their guests around them as they kind of did this dance in the middle of everybody. And then it kind of blended into just them.
Yeah.
Like, so everybody disappears and then it's just them in the middle of the dance floor. And that was a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
But that kind of made me think, or we've been trying to get this to happen more, is although the sparklers are fun and everything, we thought, how honest are we being in this one?
Is this a hot takes episode?
No.
It could,
we thought it would just be more special and more visually interesting and everything if everybody circled around the couple with their sparklers and they did like a final dance, like a farewell, like last dance kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And that
it has to work with your venue and your guest count. Because if the circle's too big, then it's too big, or if it's too small, then that's bad.
Yeah,
but,
right. Yeah. But
yeah, I honestly, anytime the guests circle the couple and just surround them, I think it's symbolic again, and it's just really special. It gives them a chance to look around the circle and see who's all there for them, you know? And so adding sparklers or glow sticks or whatever into that would be just a cool effect. Sparklers are their own animal. Yeah. So they're, whatever you do, intentionality like that is very cool. Even if it's like the wedding party around them, you know? Yeah. Because the guest count too big, but that's a special thing. Mm-hmm.
That's all I got on my list.
Oh, there was one thing I was going to say about back to the first dance and all the dances. I know a lot of people get kind of not stage fright, but they're like, oh my gosh, they're going to watch me dancing. I don't know how to dance or whatever. And they get kind of uncomfortable. Yeah. We've seen that a lot with the parents too, that are like, I don't want to dance. And like just an encouragement that like nobody's expecting you to dance like you're on Dancing like with the Stars. You know, it's just a moment for you guys to have together. But another encouragement would be to please dance for longer than 30 seconds.
Oh yes, that's right. You didn't want to say that.
I did, because especially when they're talking the whole time, you know, it's like, granted, we document what happens, but if you want to have more chances for us to catch you in a nice facial expression, or in just the right lighter angle, you know, like
that picturesque first dance moment that you want captured, that you'll put on the wall or whatever. Yeah. Or share on social media or whatever it is.
Your super short dance is going to be really hard to get that. Yep. Especially if it's the first one and we don't know, you know, where you're going to stand exactly, or and we're trying to wiggle between tables or whatever, you know, so just give it a minute. Kind of like the first kiss rule, like hold it for, what was it? What was the amount of seconds?
3 seconds.
Is it 3? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
For video.
Yeah.
I was telling them 3 seconds and then and release. Because sometimes it's way too quick.
It's so fast.
And then sometimes it's awkwardly long.
Yep.
And I'm just kind of pushing in on the shot or whatever. And they're just still holding. And I'm like,
you're like up to their nose.
I'll have to.
And you're pushing.
I'll have to cut this to something else. But anyways.
Yeah. Yes. So just those little things, like enjoy it. Don't worry about all the eyeballs on you. You're fine. Like they're not going to judge you. No, it's for you and not for them. Yeah. And we want to capture it in a way you want to be captured. So extend it just a little bit, please. Yeah.
Here comes wedding season.
Yay.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
See you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.